Right, so here we go again then, a little problem on the bike. It's a raw lacquer bike, mine raw lacquer Brompton, and like a lot of them it's suffering from rust a little bit. Now, looking on some forums a while back, and I remember someone recommending this to do it. It's gun blue, Bisley gun blue. It's basically a chemical. You clean the rust off, attach that to the metal. There's a chemical reaction on the metal and it leaves a sort of a black blue finish like a gun barrel, surprisingly enough, which is then corrosion resistant. So what I'm going to look at today is taking the rust off a couple of areas on the bike and then applying this and lacquering over it and see what sort of finish we turn out with. I said the bike's obviously not black, although there is a certain patina, for want of a better description, to the finish on it, so we'll see how it works out. Right, so first of all, the reason I'm doing it is this. As you can see there, quite a bit of rust on there, and same at the other side. So I think there's probably rust inside as well, so I'm going to tackle that. Okay, so I think you can see that's cleaned that up quite nicely. There's a few sort of flecks in the underneath the paintwork there, but I'm not too worried about that. Having taken that off as well, it is purely just surface rust. It's not actually eating into the metal as such, but obviously it's a bit unsightly. So that's taken the majority of that off. I feel better for seeing as well that it's not eating into the rust, into the metal work. There is something on the Brompton site about it. I'll pop a picture of that up for you as well, that just explains Brompton's take on it. I'll put a link to this in the comments below. It's on the Brompton site. There's a lot of controversy over this problem with the raw lacquer going rusty. So it's good to see that it is just purely surface rust. There's no pitting or anything under there. That's come off really easily. So it's a matter of just cleaning that now thoroughly and then applying the cold blue, and we'll see what sort of finish that leaves us with. So another area with obvious problems is here around the neck. There you can see the seat post pillar. Now that's the main rust seems to be on this ring at the top anyway, which is black. So I think the gun blue again should work well there. So the same procedure for there. Right, so there we go, that's taken the surface rust off of there. Once again, it is very much just surface rust, so it's not actually causing any damage as such, but it is quite unsightly, so yeah, I think better to remove it. So I'll get the gun blue on and we'll go again. Right, so to apply the gun blue, apply it with a brush, just brush it on, it's pretty straightforward. One little tip is not to apply it, or not to take it straight from the jar that it comes in, just put it into another jar. If you dip the brush into the jar that it comes in, it can contaminate it. So yeah, it's just a matter of painting that on, leaving it, I think it's 10 minutes it recommends, and then rinse it off. And that's it basically. that will then, as I said, provide a protective coating on the surface. So that's it, pretty straightforward. And then the last job, once that's had a chance to dry and everything, is to apply the lacquer. I'm just using a clear lacquer from car spares shop. It's what you normally use on cars. So just apply the clear lacquer, and that's it, job done. Right, so there we go then. Not a total success, but a lot better than it was. I'll see if I can find a before and after picture and do that and have a look at that. That's that. And it's obviously worked better there because this is black anyway. So yeah, a lot better than it was. Right, so once again, I hope you found that useful. It's an improvement. I think it would work a lot better on a black bike, a black edition, or a black lacquer. But even so, it's stopped that rust progressing any further. It doesn't look too bad. If that's been useful for you, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing. Thanks again till next time.